Have you ever thought that what is aging you isn't sugar, nor stress, nor pollution? What if it is the habit of trying to please everyone all the time? Yes, that's right. What if saying yes all the time was taking years off your life? Calm down, I'll explain. Imagine a person, let's call him Mike. Mike wakes up already wondering what his boss will think of the email he hasn't even written yet. Mike goes for coffee, but chooses what his wife wants, even if he prefers something else. At work, he accepts tasks that aren't his responsibility, just to avoid seeming annoying. In the family group, he smiles at messages that bother him, just to avoid creating an awkward atmosphere. Mike lives, trying to be the audience's favorite. But guess what? The audience changes. All the time. And Mike is tired. Not just mentally, but biologically. Now, why does this matter for longevity? If you're also tired of living on other people's stage, sign up here and come live more, being yourself. Because living trying to please is like living in constant surveillance mode. And the body notices. You may be sitting down, but your nervous system is there, on alert. Your brain thinks, will they accept me? Did I say something wrong? Was I polite enough? And then, cortisol goes up. Stress becomes routine. Sleep gets worse. Digestion stops. Immunity drops. And over time, all of this becomes fertile ground for premature aging. Science already shows. Chronic stress accelerates telomere shortening. Remember them? The protectors of the very ends of our DNA. The smaller they are, the faster we age. And overindulging can be a well-disguised form of self-abandonment. You live for others and forget to live for yourself. Now, calm down. I'm not telling you to go around being rude or to become the king of toxic sincerity. The question here is different. How many times have you said yes when you meant no? How many times have you stayed in places that were bad for you, just so you wouldn't disappoint someone? The truth is that pleasing others all the time is like running a marathon of swallowing frogs. And no one lives 100 years with a stomach full of frogs. Let's think about our ancestors for a moment. Most long-lived people, those who live in the famous blue zones, have something in common: a purposeful life, authentic relationships, and limits. They don't say yes to everything. They say yes to what makes sense. And the rest? They let it pass with a smile and a nice walk in the late afternoon. Living longer, after all, may not just be about diet or exercise. Maybe it's about stopping carrying the weight of other people's expectations. Now, you might be thinking, but pleasing others is just being polite. Not always. Education is important, but living to please is different. It's living to be accepted, and therein lies the problem. When we constantly need external validation, the body understands that it is at risk. Because if you don't like it, you will be excluded. And being excluded, for the primitive brain, means danger. Back in caveman times, being rejected by the group could mean being left without food or shelter. But today, we feel threatened just for having a different opinion in the WhatsApp group. It's like we're constantly trying to be the motivated, friendly Zen monk, even on Monday morning. And spoiler, not even monks try to please everyone. Living longer can mean living lighter. And lightness has everything to do with authenticity. Because pretending is tiring. And constant tiredness makes you sick. There is a phrase that says, the price of not pleasing everyone is much cheaper than the cost of giving up. And this cost comes in the form of headaches, gastritis, insomnia, exhaustion that doesn't go away with coffee. Now, let's play a little with our imagination. Imagine if every yes you say against your will turned into a pebble in your shoe. At first, everything is fine. But after 1,000 yes, you're limping, tired, frustrated. And then you ask yourself, why do I feel so bad if I'm doing everything right? Maybe you're doing everything right for others and nothing right for you. And when we start listening to each other more, something magical happens. The power comes back. Breathing becomes lighter. The body thanks you. Saying no with love is an act of care. Like you, with its limits, with your health. And of course, there are people who won't like it. Not everyone likes to see you prioritizing yourself. Because for a long time, you were useful, always being available. But you know what? Long life does not go hand in hand with guilt. It matches with presence, with lightness. Truly, look how curious. The people who live the longest, according to various studies, are those with deep relationships, but not many. They have few, but true bonds. And true bonds accept your no. They accept when you choose to respect yourself, and they even admire you more for it. Do you know what that means? That stopping pleasing doesn't keep you away from the right people. It only drives away the wrong ones. And that is also health. Now, let's get practical. How do you start practicing this without becoming a no monk? Start with the micro no. Not replying to a message immediately. Don't accept an invitation you don't want. Not agreeing just to avoid discussion. And then, the macro no. Don't live a life that isn't yours. Don't follow a path that is expected of you. But that makes no sense at all. Think with me. How many illnesses come from silence? From that swallowed word. Of that ignored desire. From that exceeded limit. Now imagine the opposite. A life where you listen to your own body. Where you say yes with a will. And no with ease. A life you choose to be in, rather than forcing yourself to be in. This kind of life stretches time. Because the soul stops fighting the clock. And maybe that's the real secret to longevity. Live in peace with yourself. Even if it means displeasing here and there. Because pleasing the world was never a guarantee of happiness. And happiness, yes, is a natural fuel to live longer. So, the next time you find yourself saying yes, just to save face, breathe. Remember that your life is yours. And that living longer has nothing to do with being perfect, but with being whole. What if stopping pleasing others really is the secret to longevity? Perhaps the greatest act of self-care is saying no with lightness, with love, and with courage. If you feel like living your life pleasing everyone is tiring you out, this channel is your refuge. Comment. Today, I choose to respect myself and sign up to cultivate a lighter, longer, and truer life. And don't leave now. Here's a video that reveals why saying no can be your